All right, so we are going to have Jolie walk off leash. So I am detaching from the prong collar. We're gonna put it on her flat collar with tags. That way it doesn't apply any pressure to the prong. You wanna be really mindful when there's pressure on the prong because dogs will desensitize to the prong. If they feel steady pressure, toggling pressure quite regularly, they will not care so much about the prong, and you don't want that. So we're gonna let her drag this. I've intentionally positioned it so it is draped on her left side, just because usually I tend to be on her right, and I just don't want this to get in the way. So yeah, so we're just gonna start. Okay, come on, bud, come on. So I'm going to show you a traveling come, aka hiking come. I'll talk to you directly. Hi there. So hiking come is that she can be in a heel. Right now she's rocking a heel right there. She doesn't necessarily have to. I didn't tell her heel, so she doesn't have to. But generally the rules of a traveling come is she has to stay within about a 6-foot circumference of your person. So you are right? You're the focal point, and she just has to stay by you. So this kind of gives her a little bit of freedom, which is nice. So she can sniff, she can quick urine mark, she can, you know, grab a little twig, just be more of a dog, right? It's not quite so militant, but, or she can just be right there. Yeah, so some dogs just like to be closer and are more handler attentive than others. She's pretty handler attentive. So yeah, so we started out doing this in a field of concrete, meaning lots of parking lots. And then we upgraded her to grass, things to smell, leaves are on the ground. So just so you have a sense of the venue, we're in a enclosed space right here. Right? But lots of organic matter, sniffable organic matter, which is great for dog training and proofing your dog. So she is being awesome. Additional thing I want you to notice is that her mini educator, i.e. electronic collar, is positioned, whoa, it's positioned right here. So it's positioned higher up on her neck on the right side. So that's what it, here, let me just make sure you can see. So that's where it is, right? It's like this northeast quadrant of her head. Reason for placing it that way is generally when I need to tap on the e-collar, it's kind of like, yoo-hoo, Jolie, Jolie, come. It's almost like it's a little, it's stimulation right here, right? It's kind of like if someone was like, hey, check in, right? So just as if someone was tapping, and it is a little, you know, it's, so just as if someone was tapping you right here, you would instinctually turn, right? You would gravitate towards this side. So the way we teach heel, it's a lot of turning to the right. It's a lot of gravitating the dog in towards us. So by placing the e-collar right here, when we tap her on the neck, she just organically comes to us. We have a lot of muscle memory built in that when we call her to come, usually she's turning to the right, she's turning clockwise, she's turning into us. So that is the reason for having it there. Keep in mind, gravity is going to migrate it south a little bit, and that's normal. We want it fairly snug to mitigate that, but that is gonna happen. The other reason why I like to keep it up there most of the time, not all the time, is when your dog is sniffing, the head goes down, right? The head goes down. Most dogs' necks are tapered inwards at the top, right? So as they put their head down, it shifts, it can sometimes shift your e-collar south, right, this way, towards the area of the neck where there's less circumference, which is more inclined to break contact. In order for the e-collar to engage, you've got to have contact with the skin. So I've had, you know, I've definitely seen people who send their dog out on an e-collar. The dog finds something really interesting on the ground and it is heads down smelling something, and, you know, the person is calling, you know, Edgar, come! Edgar, come! Edgar, come! And the dog just doesn't feel it. It's unfazed because there's no contact. Huh, buddy? Huh? Huh? All right. Good job, bud. Good job. Yes. All right, there. Hope that all makes sense. Ciao.